Stop waiting. This is where your life changes or stays the same. Too many people sit around hoping, wishing, praying for a breakthrough, but they're not willing to become the person that breakthrough requires. You keep telling yourself one day, but let me be real with you, one day is a lie if you don't take control of today. The life you want is not controlled by luck, your past, your environment, or what someone did to you. It's controlled by your decisions, your mindset, and your willingness to take ownership. You have to look in the mirror and say, this is on me, not your parents, not your boss, not the system, you. Because the moment you take full responsibility, you also take back your power. And power is what you need to build the life you dream about. See, when you blame others, you give away control, but when you own everything, your failures, your habits, your time, you gain the ability to change everything. That's the shift. That's the turning point. Nobody is coming to hand you your dream life. Nobody is going to knock on your door and say, here's success, here's happiness, here's the life you wanted. You have to go get it. And it starts with ownership. Ownership means you stop making excuses. You stop saying, I don't have time, while wasting hours scrolling. You stop saying, I'm not ready, when deep down you're just afraid. You stop saying it's too hard, when the truth is you haven't committed yet. Ownership means you do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. It means you show up when it's inconvenient, when it's uncomfortable, when it's boring. Because, let me tell you something, the life you want is built in those moments when you don't feel like showing up. But you do it anyway. That's where the difference is made. That's where winners separate themselves from everyone else. And listen, taking ownership doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's not. There will be days you doubt yourself, days you feel stuck, days you want to quit. But those are the exact moments where ownership matters the most. Because instead of saying this is too hard, you say this is part of the process. Instead of quitting, you adjust. Instead of blaming, you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you evolve. You don't wait for life to get easier. You get stronger. And when you take that mindset, everything changes. Your problems become opportunities. Your failures become lessons. Your struggles become your strength. That's how you start creating a life you actually want to live. Not by waiting for perfect conditions, but by taking imperfect action consistently. Right now, you have a choice. You can keep waiting, keep blaming, keep wishing, or you can step up, take control, and start building. No more excuses, no more delays. This is your life, your time, your responsibility. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you start living the life you've been dreaming about. Everybody talks about dreams, but very few people are willing to live a life of discipline to make those dreams real. You say you want a better life, you want success, freedom, happiness, but let me ask you something. What do your daily actions look like? Because your dream life is not built in your imagination. It's built in your routine. It's built in what you do every single day when nobody is watching, when there's no applause, when it's just you and your choices. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up early when your body is begging for more sleep. It's staying focused when distractions are everywhere. It's putting in the work when motivation disappears. Because motivation is temporary, it comes and goes. But discipline stays. Discipline is what carries you when your feelings try to quit on you. And listen, if you don't build discipline, you will always stay stuck in the same place, wishing for a life you're not working for. See, most people want results without the process. They want success without sacrifice. They want change without consistency. But life doesn't work like that. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. That means if your habits are weak, your results will be weak. But if your habits are strong, if your discipline is solid, then your life will start to reflect that strength. You have to understand this. Every small action matters. Every time you choose to work instead of procrastinate, every time you choose growth instead of comfort, you are building the life you want piece by piece. It's not one big moment. It's thousands of small decisions stacked on top of each other. That's how greatness is created. And the truth is, discipline is not glamorous, it's not exciting, it's repetitive, it's boring, it's uncomfortable. But that's exactly why it works, because most people aren't willing to stay consistent when it gets boring. They start strong, but they don't finish. They get excited, but they don't stay committed, and that's why they don't see results. You have to be different. You have to be the one who keeps going when the excitement fades, the one who shows up when it's hard, the one who stays locked in when everyone else is quitting. Because that's what it takes to create a life you actually want to live. You don't wait for motivation, you create structure. You don't rely on feelings, you rely on systems. You build routines that force you to grow, even on your worst days. And over time, that discipline turns into confidence. It turns into results. It turns into a life that looks completely different from where you started. So stop just dreaming about a better life and start building it with discipline. Because at the end of the day, your future is not decided by what you want. It's decided by what you consistently do. If you want a life that excites you, that makes you feel alive every single day, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Let me break it down for you. Growth does not happen in comfort. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is why most people stay stuck in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, and habits that don't serve them. If you want to create the life you dream about, you have to embrace the struggle. You have to push past the fear, the doubt, and the excuses. Because the truth is, nothing worth having comes easy. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. And fear shows up in many forms. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But here's the thing. Fear is not a stop sign. Fear is a signal that you're about to grow. Every time you step into discomfort, every time you challenge yourself to do something you haven't done before, you are stretching. You are expanding. You are becoming the person capable of living the life you want. See, most people want change, but they want it to be easy. They want to transform without effort, to level up without struggle. That doesn't happen. Transformation is uncomfortable. Progress is uncomfortable. Success is uncomfortable, and the sooner you accept that, the sooner you start winning. You have to understand this. Every time you face discomfort and push through, you build strength. Not just physical strength, not just skill, but mental toughness. You develop resilience. You learn to trust yourself. You discover what you're really capable of. And the beautiful part is, the more you do it, the easier it becomes to keep doing it. The more challenges you face, the less fear has power over you. You start seeing every obstacle as an opportunity. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every no becomes fuel to push harder. That's the mindset of someone who doesn't just dream, but executes. That's the mindset of someone who creates a life that's theirs, not a life dictated by comfort or convenience. And let me tell you, it's not just about big moments. It's about consistent action in discomfort. It's about showing up even when you're tired, even when it's inconvenient, even when you're scared. It's about embracing the grind, because the grind is the classroom where champions are made. The people who succeed, the people who live extraordinary lives, they don't wait for easy. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They thrive in the uncomfortable because they know that's where the magic happens. That's where character is built. That's where dreams turn into reality. So if you're serious about creating the life you want, stop running from discomfort. Stop avoiding the hard work. Stop wishing for a life that someone else created for themselves. Step into your fear. Face your doubts, challenge your limits, do what's hard even when it hurts. Because every time you choose discomfort over ease, every time you choose growth over comfort, you're one step closer to the life you're destined to live. And that life, it's waiting for you, but only if you're willing to embrace the struggle. If you want to create the life you truly want, you have to understand the power of your environment and the people around you. I'm talking about energy, the energy you absorb, the energy you allow into your space, and the energy that fuels your mindset every single day. Let me tell you something, you cannot rise above the level of the energy surrounding you. You can have all the talent in the world, all the discipline, all the hustle, but if the people you spend time with don't match your vision, if they're negative, doubtful, or complacent, they will pull you down. Energy is contagious, and so is mindset. That's why your circle matters more than anything else. You need to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better every single day. People who see your potential before you see it yourself and refuse to let you settle for less than greatness. And I'm not just talking about friends or family. You might have to make tough decisions about who stays in your life and who doesn't, because the life you want is not compatible with weak energy. You can't keep chasing excellence while carrying negativity around with you like a backpack. Protect your space, protect your time, protect your mind, fill it with positivity, knowledge, and people who will hold you accountable. Let me break it down further. If you want to create the life you dream of, you need mentors who have walked the path, peers who are grinding alongside you, and an environment that challenges mediocrity. Stop wasting time with energy vampires, with people who complain instead of act, with those who discourage instead of encourage. The life you want demands sacrifice, and that includes sacrificing bad influences, and it's not selfish, it's strategic. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot grow where the energy isn't right. Every decision you make about who and what you allow into your life matters. Your surroundings shape your habits, your thoughts, and your beliefs. If you're serious about creating a life you love, you have to be intentional. You have to choose who you spend time with, what media you consume, and what environments you step into. Because excellence is not accidental, it's cultivated. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. Surround yourself with winners, with dreamers who do, with people who refuse to settle. Let their energy lift you, push you, challenge you. And when you do this consistently, something incredible happens. Your mindset shifts, your confidence grows, and opportunities start to appear because your energy now matches your vision. The people, the habits, the places you allow in your life will either lift you toward your dream or keep you trapped in mediocrity. The choice is yours. Protect your energy, protect your vision, and be ruthless about it. That's how you create a life you don't just live, but a life that inspires, excites, and fulfills you. Surround yourself with the right energy and watch your life transform.